Professional footballers often have very good moments. For example, even Harry Maguire was chosen as Player of the Month several times this season. But some football players had bad and sometimes even completely embarrassing moments. For example, one football player literally screwed up on the pitch, or another got upset in front of the whole world and almost quit playing football. And these are the most embarrassing moments in football. A Women's Champions League match was played where Gintra and FC Barcelona met. Team Gintra already lost 3-0, which can be considered in itself as an embarrassment. But what happened in the 67th minute will surprise you. The Barcelona goalkeeper didn't hit the ball at first, but that's what happens. But what is much worse was the reaction of the Gintry toys. What if I told you that they didn't score a goal from this situation? Let's play it again and see what they showed. I wonder what the coach in the cabin said about that. Maybe subscribe to News from Stadium. Probably not, but if you don't have it, don't forget to click it. There are already over 1,000 of us here, and if you don't want to see more new videos, click the bell. Imagine that you get into wrestling and suddenly you can go to the toilet. How would you solve it? But one was lucky enough to be on the bench and just covered himself with a blanket. Even the blanket almost fell off him, but his teammates saved him. But others were not so lucky, like for example the goalkeeper of Salford City. And simply when you have to, you have to. The goalkeeper quickly left the playing area and urinated on the edge of the stands. But the fans and the referee noticed that, and then he was given a red card. And to make matters worse, he also received a fine and had to apologize that he would never do it again. In 2014, Neymar was in his prime and the championships were held in his home country of Brazil. And this was also a huge disappointment for many people. Almost every time he touched the ball, he found himself on the ground. And I know it's his style of play, but did he have to overdo it? For example, let's look at this video of Neymar rolling on the grass for a long time. Just for the sake of curiosity, Neymar spent 14 minutes of these championships just lying on the playing surface, which is much more than an ordinary player. Let's move to the next player. And you would have thought that it would be some unknown player, but no. Of course, it's not Ronaldo, Messi, or Neymar, but former Barcelona and Tottenham player Gary Lineker. And what was even worse about it, but the whole world watched it. Specifically, it was at the World Cup in Italy. And what actually happened? Gary had intestinal problems the day before the match with Ireland. But you said that he won't miss the match with the Irish? He entered the match and despite his problems scored a goal in the 9th minute. Everything looked fine until he went into a fight with a player in the 70th minute and then something loosened up. But the whole world slowly didn't notice anything if they didn't admit it in the conversation. And he tried to play for a while, but after a few minutes he asked to be replaced. And if this video is focused on mishaps, it would be inappropriate to mention the Liverpool goalkeeper in the Champions League final in 2018, and this mistake cost him almost his entire career. You probably realize that I am talking about Karius, and he literally donated the trophy to Real Madrid. After his 2 big mistakes, at first he didn't notice Benzema on the pass and he simply missed, and then released Gareth Bale's shot from 40 meters. Karius himself said after the match that because of him they lost the match and thus lost the title. But it also had a backlash from the fans when the whole world laughed at him, and some fans even threatened to kill him. And let's continue with Liverpool, but now let's move to 2014 when they won 11 matches in a row and only needed a draw with Chelsea to win the title. It was almost 0-0, but Liverpool captain Steven Gerrard made a big mistake in the 90th. And with this match, Chelsea ended their invincibility and Liverpool lost the title. Here we have a footballer who ended his national team career after his mistake. It was the quarter-final of the Asian Games in 2010 where Qatar played against Uzbekistan, where the 18-year-old player from Qatar took advantage of Uzbekistan's mistake and led the ball into the empty goal and simply hit the post. And in the end, even the teammate's finisher was not successful. That could still be understood. But Qatar lost 1-0 and was eliminated from the tournament. That clip became so viral on the internet that the young Qatar player never joined the Qatar national team again, and this was the last embarrassment in this video. If you liked the video, I would like you to leave a like and I hope to see you soon.